Okay, perhaps some of you have seen my Flame King propane tank refill video. Been quite a few views over the last couple years. Decided to do a quick follow-up. I saw some comments, people saying, give us a review after you've had it for a while. So here's just kind of a long-term follow-up. I've been using it extensively now for the last 2 years, and I probably have, I think I fill up my 20-pound tanks. I have two 20-pound tanks, and I filled those up 5 times. I have 4 Flame King propane tanks, so what is that? That's 25, probably, I would say I'm probably at somewhere 25 to 40 refills per tank. So each one of those tanks has been filled that many times. No issues with any one of the 4 tanks, no seals leaking, no issues, with the threads or anything, no rusting issues. The tanks still look like they did the day I bought them. So I know a lot of people are having issues finding propane tanks right now. Supply, price is going up because you can't find them, so a little bit of price gouging going on. So I just wanted to do a follow-up. Everything's working great. I highly recommend them if you can even find them. Some of these Flame King tanks are even kind of hard to find now. So if you find one, go ahead and pick it up. A couple things I'll go through that I've found over the last couple of years that have really been helping me, and I'll just go through those quickly as I'm refilling a tank here and just show you some of the things I've learned quick. So let's head outside and fill up a couple tanks. So like I mentioned, a couple things I've found over the last couple of years is, one of the things I did was I bought these brass caps, which is nice just for storing, and they got a nice seal on them, and just a little extra security so it's not leaking or whatever. But like I said, these are a couple years old. There's a little bit of chipping here on the rim, but for the most part they're looking pretty good. These are a couple that I just used last night, so I'm going to refill them. But another thing I've learned is doing it on this tailgate versus the stand that it comes with. That just works a lot easier for me. So what I'm going to do is I'll do this real time here. You can see just how fast this is. This is an empty tank I used last night, so I'll go ahead and put this on quick. Get a little bit of leak when you first screw it on there, and then we'll open up this valve and we'll do this real time. So now we're just going to wait for the liquid to come out of here, and then we'll shut the valve off. One of the tips I can suggest is don't lose this Allen wrench. They get lost easily. So some people I've seen have recommended putting a magnet or something, just on the valve here or whatever. This usually goes for, I don't know, about 40 to 45 seconds from empty to full. A lot of times it depends how full your tank is here too. This one's fairly full, so it shouldn't take too long. Real time here, we'll get this filled up. You'll see it's starting to come out here. I'll wait for a steady stream, and I'll shut this off. And now, here's another thing I learned. This won't be recommended. Flame King won't recommend this, and I don't even know if I should really recommend it either. But once I get that filled a little bit, I just give it just a little extra chooch. Doesn't quite fill all the way. Makes me feel better, just kind of top it off a little bit. But that's just what I do. I'm not saying you should do this or it's safe to do that, but that's what I've been doing. So, and then just release it off there. Now we got a full tank ready to go. And I like to keep it in the soft-sided cooler I have here. And just keep that's my 2 extra tanks. And then I'll go ahead and these are empty too, so I'm going to go ahead and fill those, and we're good to go. And sure beats buying the 1-pounders, that's for sure. Alright, so I'll give you a little close-up of the action here. Here's what that valve looks like, and then here's the key that fits in the valve. We'll just open that up. Starts releasing the pressure. And we're just, actually this one has some in it. We're just going to top it off. Probably only takes a few seconds of gas here, but then you just push this down and wait for it to shoot out of there. Darn near full, actually. That's what you see when it's full. We'll let off of that. Let off that valve. tighten that back up. Now we'll pull it off there and we're good to go.